Hello there once again, folks. It's time to rail your rotor. We're back in Railroader. It's been probably almost a month since I played this and had the last video up of the Cherokee Southern in Alarka. And we're rolling. We're rolling. We'll go ahead and take a look at the finance page. We still have a current loan of $5,000. I did purchase that, I think it's a C25, the baby consolidation. And we have plans. There's a reason for that. We do have interest in 2 days. I'm hoping after this day's turnover that we can get that paid. That would be very optimal. But it's day 14, and we're moving very swimmingly. Overall, 105% passenger, 100% passenger equipment. We do have to repair. Freight performance, hundo. Operational safety, 86. I'm not doing the best there, but that's definitely good. We're tier 3'd out of our minds. We have quite a few cars here going across the map this morning. We are naturally in Silva, and pretty much everything is going on the west side of the map. So we have tier 3 Robinson Gap coal getting turned over very, very nicely. We don't have as many cars here this time as we did the very first time, but that's pretty normal. It can vary, by how many cars, but it's roughly going to be the same depending on how many you're bringing back, etc. We have one stop at Ayla and then a bunch at Whittier. So not the largest train, Appalachian Hardwood down there as well, but we're getting there, and we're about to open up Silva as well. That's why we went ahead and purchased this C25, the number 6, which should be able to handle the paper mill right here and the pulpwood cars that we will need. First things first, let's get our passenger equipment out of the way. We'll go ahead and select it. We'll go ahead and get folks loaded up in the pilas. Select. Good there. We'll go ahead and tick every single dang one. Boom. While that's loading up, we just heard the dynamo die. That's fine. We'll go ahead and get in here. So we are down here at Silva. So they should be loading up. We've got 3 tons of coal in this thing and almost 2,000 gallons of water. We should be good with that to get to at least Whittier. While that's filling up, let's go ahead and check our boxes. Go ahead and oil them up. Oil them up. See how these cars are. Not too bad. Both about 90, and that's these traverse the map, I think, twice last time I played, or last in-game day. So that's not too darn shabby. Are they about filled up? See how many we got waiting here at Silva. 10, 6. Yeah, she's about ready to go. So we'll go ahead and set this sucker on AI. Select manual. We'll do AE road. Just like to do it like that. And I have that handbrake tied. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I do. All right, let's get it, bud. Get on out of here. Got a switch there to flick. Gonna go straight on through Dillsboro. We do have Dillsboro coaling tower and water. I don't know if I went over that in the last video, but that's good to go. So we've got that finally, because it was getting tough. Like if we needed fuel of any sort down here in Silva, we had to run all the way down to Whittier. So that is paramount. Let's see. I don't think there's anything in Thomas Valley. Make sure she can run through Whittier. We are going to need to, I reckon we'll stop here. So what I'll do is throw this switch and leave it like that, so the train should stop there. And by the time we get done with our work down here, should be good to go. Went ahead and hopped on down to the blessed coal mine, and we finally have made some money down here. Let's see. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should be a good deal of money there. Let's see how this boxcar is doing the parts. Yeah, it's about half empty. And then we've still got these back here. So hopefully those will be filled out by the end of the run down here. and I can go ahead and pull them all. But we're not going to worry about this until it's a little bit later, hoping those other cars will be full up, and then that way I can pull them all out of here. Jumping over to the very scenic Connolly branch. I like this area a lot. This is it's probably one of my favorite parts of the map. It's it's not much, it's logging, but hey, it is what it is. But these are now ready to go as well to the sawmill. Of course, these are going to take these loads to the sawmill and then bring the empties out. So let's go ahead and get this puppy set up. We'll go ahead and set it to, we'll do AE waypoint as well. All right, I already have that selected. We'll make sure she comes down in here. We'll probably have to route the passenger train around. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to have to put it. Oh, we can pop her right there. Just like Bob Barker said, come on down. All right, these are empty. So these are ready to go back up as well. We finally got these wood chip gons fully loaded. I was waiting for both of them to load, which probably isn't the best idea, but I hate shuffling cars around unnecessarily. This whole string of these 7 box cars are ready to go as well. I think we could go, I would like to go another tier on the, on the lumber yard here, but it's, or the sawmill anyway, but it's, you got to deal with a lot more pulp racks, and I'm not fond of that too much. We got pretty good amount of coal there in that tower. We got a loaded one there ready to go, and then this one's going to be slotted in with today's manifest as well, because like I said, I was waiting for the other two, and I think that's pretty much everything going on the map currently. So I like to get all that stuff out of the way and then work the yard for the day's current way bill. Back in Silva, let's go ahead and get Big Chungus, the number 4, rocking and rolling. We're going to have to check these axles here in a second. But this whole train is going with us. We don't have too much work, thankfully, along the way. The C25 back there that was running by in the intro, that's just got one car going to Dillsboro, and that's going to kind of be the Dillsboro to Silva switcher. It'll handle any duties between Dillsboro and Silva. And then, of course, going down to the, what is that little pulpwood spur? I forget what it's called. But, yeah, that one where you can fit like 2 or 3 cars. Go ahead and throw the switch here for old Big Chungy. Let's go, Big Chungs. Let's rail them roads, buddy. Big Chunk. It's gonna be tough, man. I know I'm gonna have to upgrade at some point or get like 2 of these things, but I don't know, man. I don't know what I would like to do afterwards. This box car is in pretty poor condition, might I add, as well. All right, we're locked and loaded there. Yeah, 53%. So you can see we've had an accident or 2. Let's go ahead and get this thing riled up, and that way we can check the axles on the way out of the yard. We've got some handbrakes tied down yonder. Go ahead and release those. And that's that. We're ready to roll, baby. All right, we'll get back on the ground. We'll run around. And did we check these? No, we didn't. Yeah, so like the more damage things get naturally, the more they wear out. So like the axles on these things, or the bearings anyway, get worn out a lot more. See, these are 90, so that's about appropriate there. 90 as well. All right, we'll start rolling this thing back through the yard, and we'll sit here and check it like a good boy. $40, yeah, that one would have got us, man. That one would have got us. I mean, it probably would have made it down to Robinson Gap, but who knows? All right, we don't want to go too quick because I don't think you can do this on the fly, like I mentioned before, beyond about 4 or 5 mile an hour. So we don't want to go too fast. That one's not too shabs. 84. Still doing about 1 mile an hour. I do have the cutoff at 30, so we can actually open up that tap a little bit more. Oh, almost missed one. 97. 60, yep, that one would have been a spicy tamale for sure. 50, yep. See if any of these are like insane. I think I've gotten some before that were like 30. Yeah, that one there was below 40. It has me curious, like what they have it set to. You know, as low as like, holy shnikes, that was at 29. Yeah, okay, so I think that's probably the lowest I've seen. What's the lowest you guys have seen? I guess that would be my low. I'm pretty sure when it's really low, it's a different color. The little UI box that pops up there. Not looking too bad. Doing 3 mile an hour. We got to speed this up a little bit. We don't want to slow this thing down. Time is money. Go, hundo. We're good there. Always forget you only got to do one, which is kind of doofus. You know, I feel like you should have to do 2 if we're gonna go as far as doing this in Railroader. But it is what it is. All right. Hundo. Yeah, so 29 was the tippy tip of the day. Oh, that one's 60 something. There we go. What do we got here? 75. Good deal. 73. And 100. All right, she is heading out the yard westbound. All right, how much do we have? Almost 9 ton of coal and 4,000 gallons of water. Not too shabby. She will probably definitely, that doesn't make any sense at all in hindsight saying that, but she'll have to stop at Whittier and get topped up as well. But I did get a ticker tape thingy in the top left saying that I think the number 3 has arrived in Whittier, so let's get on down there and get that out of the way while this train gets to Whittier, because that's the first stop of the daily is Whittier with the big chung, number 4. All right, we're down here at Whittier. The number 3, numero 3, is ready to work. Let's get it going, baby. All right, so we're going to pull on back, grab these empties. Pardon the camera work. I remember I had a guy comments like, bro, your camera work is atrocious. I agree. It very likely is. We'll try and work on that, though. All right, but we're going to back this sucker up here and then pull forward and grab those empties. The empty skellies, the skeletors. And we're going to need some water for this thing here pretty soon. But for the duties around Whittier, which this thing is going to be doing, we should be all right. The passenger train, the number 3, is going to be coming around the corner any moment. Well, actually not. Probably about 10 minutes down there at Wilmot. And I have to remember to keep an eye on the number 4. It's going to have to stop. I'm hoping I can get all this stuff done by the time that happens. But anyway, we got lumber to worry about, so we're going to do that first. Go ahead and throw some independent on it a little bit. Right. Oh, no, too soon. Too soon. I thought that was the last car. I was way wrong. There we go. Down that slide. We got $34 for Wilmot. Not too shabby considering. All right, now we hit that brake. All right. Pull forward. right. And this, just this is starting to become a bit of a task for the old Moog here. This thing does have some pretty good tractive effort. Not gonna lie. Would never lie. But, dealing with some of this lumber, this thing is starting to kind of reach its limits. Especially with, like, when I'm manually operating this thing. I mean, thank God for Auto Engineer. Running down to the logging branch when you're loaded like this can be a bit challenging to keep within speed anyway. I mean, sure, you could creep down the grade with handbrakes and things like that, but I don't know. If we, reason being, all over the place talking about who knows whatever the hell I'm talking about, we go another tier with the sawmill here. We might need something else, guys. I kind of want the Mikado, maybe as like a helper. I still wish they would fix the model. It's one of my favorite engines in the game, but there's namely like the axles and the drivers look pretty jank, artistically and texture wise. But other than that, I really like that thing. It could be like a secondary helper for this thing here. Maybe keep it up and up in the holler and bring logs down and kind of meet this thing down at the Y down there. All right, let's get ready to pull these suckers out. Slow down a skosh. There we go. We are in it. We are in it. All right, we'll go ahead and release that. All right, so we'll go ahead and reverse back again, and then we're going to shove these empties out where we came from. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and grease these puppies as well. I don't think we checked this in a hot minute. 98, not too bad. 98, okay. 90. 90. Yeah, these should all be pretty good. It's probably going to take a while to have to get any of this stuff overhauled. Although a lot of these are newer. I mean, of course you get, what is it? You get like 6 of these when you first start the game out, or at least you used to. I don't know if that's how they do it now. They keep kind of changing the start. Although, no, I don't think they do. I just think the instructions have been changed. But you get like 6, 7, 8 of these things. So some of these are original and some of these are bought, obviously, meeting the Tier 3 standards. Oh, we're going too fast. Yep, we hit that 5 mile an hour. We're going to be going down that grade back there. So, there we go. All right, slow that puppy down. Slow it on down, buddy. All right, 100. Hundo, let's go. I'll hop on this thing. Whoop, super zoom. Did get a new mouse too. I had like an old Corsair mouse, and the main left click started sticking. And so when I was playing like different games, like FPS games and things like that, it was not optimal. So I had to drop some coin and get a new mouse. I got the Logitech something or other that's like one of the most popular mouses in PC gaming. Forget, it's like the LG 5 something, but it's pretty good. It's it's taking some time getting used to it, so I think that's not helping with the crazy jitteriness. I could probably go ahead and tick the DPI down a little bit so it's not as sensitive. That would probably be helpful. Oh boy. Dang, how far is that? Okay, we got it looked to me like we were about to hit the bumper down there. All right, we're good. We'll go ahead and throw these suckers forward. We got some work to do. It's early in the day, 7:30 in the morning. We're in reverse, wrong direction. All right, let's try that again. There's that old passenger train. That thing moving. Jesus. Yeah, we got to get her in here and get her filled up. I did throw that switch. I did. All right, let's go ahead and hop off these. And then we're going to cut them. Ba-boom. All right, slow the train down a little bit there. Let them things roll on down. Go ahead and throw the switch. There we go. Forward again. All right, here comes the number 3. It should stop since that switch is lined. The other one is not. All right, we'll go ahead and throw the handbrake on this one. Keep it from rolling out too far. Luckily, these things are light enough that you don't have to do too much handbrake turning. Get in there, number 3. Deliver that lumber. All right, there we go. Get up in the stirrup. All right, we don't have to get these all the way down since we do, I think it's like one of these cuts is 7 and the other one's 8. I think this is the 8 one. So you don't have to do them all the way down. I think you can fit 12 in here that'll unload at once. And boom, that's that. That's that. All right, they have got ducks for the pond back there. All right, so let's go ahead and hop on number 3. Get her chooched up. Selector. Manual. Reverse. We're gonna have to switch out that fresh Colgon back there pretty soon, like. Oh, that switch. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, 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 baby. Yep, we don't want to continue down either direction there. We just want to back the train up. All right, there we go. All right. The fireman's side so we can see here. All right, and this should do us. Luckily, this thing don't take too much in lieu of fuel, you know, to get basically just to Alarka and back. But the end game here for me is to not, you know, I want passenger operations, but I don't want to have to worry about it too much. So the end game is buds. Rail diesel cars. Get like 2 or 3 of them puppies because I think they're like 80 or 90 passengers a piece, and you're golden. I mean, yes, you need the fuel, the diesel fueling stands, which we don't have yet, but those are easy. I mean, you purchase those. I think it's like one box car most places, and you're done. You are done. All right, while she's filling up, let's go ahead and get the numero trace working again here. Apply the handbrake on that one. Open up. The number 3. The trace. And she, well, I don't know if we want to go back up in the logging branch thus far because she'll be sitting up there a while. We do have to swap out some of these cars, but I guess what I could do is take those up there and run back. But honestly, no, I don't think we will. I don't think we will, guys. I think we'll just go ahead and work out Whittier here if that's fine with y'all. That's what y'all would do, because you know, the mill's gonna be fine with what's there for a while. So, all right, let's go ahead and get on the number 2 again. Back her up, get some coal in that booty. Close the cap. Skablap. Load a choot. There it is. All right, we got 19 tons left in that. Oh, the daily. Holy shnikes, boys. Boys and girls. All right, it's coming. It's going to be here shortly, about 5-7 minutes maybe. All right, let's see here. What are we going to do? Oh, number 3 running away. All right. Okay, getting ahead of myself here. All right, calm down, man. Calm it down. Relax. All right, the number 4, we'll select it, and we'll bring its max operating speed down to 15, just to give it some time to get down here, because I do have that gone sitting down there, so I can't pull into that second track. We got to get this puppy out the way. Out of the way. All right. How long is that going to take? Not long at all. All right, you're golden. You're golden. That's enough. You've had enough coal, sir. All right. We'll have to check our line. Make sure she can get all the way down to Alarky. Pop the brakes on there. Throw the switch. There we go. All right. And forwards. Lined up yonder. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Down here. Ooh, shootski patootski. What should I do, ski? All right, we'll go ahead and throw that. We'll throw, actually, we'll leave that. Yeah, because we don't want to run in there. And then we'll take this track here. Good deal, good deal, good deal. All right, number 3, you're taking too long. Come on now. Or number 2. Sorry. Number 2. All right, we have got to make money today to get out of debt. That's the whole thing. Like with my initial playthrough, guys, I'm going to be completely transparent here. I cheated. I did. I went into the sandbox numerous times and just gave myself some money. Now, while I wish you could do that in real life, you cannot. So I figured, what the hell? I'll try and do the game right. Try and do it justice. So that's what we're doing this time. We're trying to do it totally legit. So if we do get a loan, you got to pay it back, or you will incur charges you do not want to incur. All right, let's check our trackage for the deuce. The little deuce. I hope I don't have anything left on any of the tracks out here. I don't think I do. I am worried about that number 4 back there behind us, though. I don't think it's quite here yet. And while I could put this in waypoint, I don't know. I've always gotten used to doing it in AE mode. And I don't know if you put it in waypoint, will the passenger, I honestly don't know. If you have it in waypoint, instead of just AE road, will the passenger still stop at stops? All right, and then we'll throw that switch there so it can't go any further. All right, that's that Dunzo Magunzo. All right, so we got to cut some trains up here. Or a train, anyway, not some trains. Get back over to number 4. All right, select max speed. We'll get here up here in the yard. In the meantime, I did line those up right, yeah? Yeah, so we'll go ahead and throw a skadooshie right there. There we go. All right, number 3 can get to work. Let's see how much we can fit on this thing without having to cut the cars up a million times. We will find out. This little spur back here is probably good for about 8-9 cars, depending on what cars they are. So, like some of those gondolas, those low gons, are pretty long. We'll see. I reckon first, speaking of long gone silvers. We'll go up there and get those wood chipper riskies. We'll pull back, grab the box cars. Oh God, wrong switch. Idiot. Yes, wrong switch. Friggin' idiot. All right, the number 2 is at Whittier already. I usually never put anything there, so I don't know why that's open. There we go. Right. All right, wood chips. Here we go. These suckers get pretty heavy too, man. Be a heavy little train pushing up out of here. All right, we're doing 14 mile an hour. I want to go too quick. These are not coupled because I did spot these at separate intervals. So we're going to have to push on this one to grab the other one. Go ahead and hop off. Skadoosh. We'll go ahead and lace her up as well. Release that brake. Forward on this one. $85 at Whittier. I'll take it. All right, we'll lace her up as well. Revoice. Lehigh Valley. LV. All right, we'll hop down and get on the last one so we can see where we need to get past the switch there. Here to number 2 back there taking off. Where's that number 4? All right, number 4 is coming in the yard. I got to remember we got engine in the lead. Sometimes I have it pushing the whole train. Kind of stupid, but it is what it is. We're going to have to work this yard. Working a Whittier. So we got $3,500 right now. We'll see what we get here. Throwing these new cars, shuffling Whittier around. Should get a good bit. A good little bit. There's old big girl coming. All right, go ahead and hit that independent brake. That's all we need, as we don't need no train brake right now. All right, we probably are going to have to... cut some of these, because we got 7 boxes and 2 of these Logons most likely will not all fit. It would be nice if it would, but I don't think it will. Might have to cut like 1 off. All right, number 4 stopped at the Fusey. Hop down here. Skadoosh. We'll lace some puppies up. Handbrake released. Let's see. Are they all loaded? Yeah, I think you bring empties and take away loads. We'll check the axles, I reckon, on the way out. We ain't got to check them right now. They're not going too far. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's only, I mean, it's still fairly heavy. 721 tons, 11 cars. You know, it's getting to where it's becoming a bit much for this old Moog. And this is the good Moog. This is the very based Moog. You know, and it's got some good TE for sure. But when it comes to like speed, which to be fair, we're not really worried about speed around here anyway with this thing. But mainly grades and stuff like that, then you're going to start running into problems for sure. I don't think we're going to have enough room here, guys. Likely nay. We might have to shove a car forward real quick. Flick it with a rubber band. Let's see, will the independent work here? No. Okay, train brake. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, we will pull back a bit more. Yeah, we're going to have to leave a car. And brake. Son of a biscuit. Yep, 1 car shy. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. All right, that's fine. We'll just kick this one a little bit. We'll just kick it. It's a speed. Come on now. 4. Give me 5. Rolling down the river. There we go, baby. All right, and brake. Oh shoot, that was 2 cars. I thought it was 1 car. Idiot. All right, so we'll leave those up there. I guess we'll have to shove them on these skellies. And we'll just shove the skellies down the road a bit more. Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing. All right. Brake it like that. We're going to turn 2 handbrakes since this is somewhat heavy and it's on a decline. If they rolling? Nope. Get these last 2 cars. We're going to pull these back in the yard and start working more Big Chungy. Well, you just stop calling her Big Chungus. It's not 100% authentic. She's like medium Chungus. Extra medium. Down there waiting, like, come on. All right, we'll go ahead and take a handbrake off that. Boom, lace her up. Reverse. Get on the back, Jack. And throw that switch. It's not that one, but the next one. There we go. A little bit independent. Forward. And see, guys, this is where it starts getting busy. Man, I'm only tier 3. I've only got half the map unlocked. And I'm only tier 3 on, like, some stuff. And it's still a lot of work. I mean, it's already been, I think, recording for a little over half an hour, but I've already been playing for about an hour. And I feel like I haven't even done anything yet. So, all right, let's go. Come on, little girl. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, I mean, just this incline right here, man. 721 ton. I do love that mogul, man. The G25. That's a good looking engine. Like, model wise, I feel like it's probably one of the best looking engines in the game. Like, vanilla game. It's just a good looking unit. She is working. 80% forward. On the cutoff. Throttle wide ass open. Alright, we hit them skellies. Was going a little quick. But hey, things happen. Didn't want to lose the momentum. Alright, we'll go ahead and close that. Go ahead and close that. We will leave the handbrake on that skelly right there. Reverse that puppy. Come on now. Get our headlight on for safety. All right, lined and locked. We're good on coal and water. We ain't got to worry about that right now. Right. I guess what we can do. We're gonna have to leave these two tracks to work. Medium chungus, mid chungus. So I guess what we'll do is lock onto this empty gondola, and then we'll move on that number 4 track over there. Oh. There we go. Brake. I keep forgetting we got weight now, so yeah. Yeah. Please slow down. Jeez Louise. Yeah, and this thing, you can't, wait a minute. Was that oh my God, that handbrake. What the son of a... The handbrake was not on this thing. What on earth, McGirth? That's crazy. Was there air in it? I don't think so. God, that caboose is looking... That thing looks like it's been in a grease fire, man. Alright, we should be able to fit just about everything on that top track. Usually use it just for passing, but I definitely want to leave the 2 larger tracks for the number 4 to work. Alright, here we go. Come on. Alright, we should be able to fit. We'll see. I don't know how we're going to work the number 4 optimally. Because, I mean, anything can be done in any certain way, right? That's not the issue. The issue with me is time management. And, like, trying to do it the most optimal way to spend the least amount of time with the less amount of moves. Like 1950s precision railroading by an idiot, a.k.a. me. Oh, come on, man. Is this... Oh, dear God. Oh, come on, baby. No. No. Yeah, this ain't gonna work, guys. Shit. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and throw that in manual just so she don't try going anywhere. Getting any crazy ideas. All right, so what we can do, we'll back all the way up. So let's go ahead and do that now. We just had that one dang car sitting there like an idiot. So we'll back up. She's actually going forward. So we'll push forward. We'll cut. We're going to have to cut Ayla. I guess I could take Ayla with me. Yeah, I'll just take Ayla with me. Schnitzels. Well, I was going to say I can cut, let's see. Think. I'm going to have to leave the Whittier on that mid track, right? So we're going to have to throw these on this mid track here because Dingus here is too large. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's the plan. And we're sticking to it. Let me out. That's not too terribly heavy. Only 865 ton, 1,000 foot. Definitely use independent brake on that sucker. Alright, so this is the mid track. The mid railroad works the mid track. Alright, we'll go ahead and throw that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I've already forgotten. Okay. Train going to go forward. Going to let Whittier car roll. Once train go past, then throw switch. I have to say it to myself like in caveman speak. All right, it's pretty far back there, so we should be all right. Should be is the key word. Oftentimes, very much not. All right, here they is. 10 mile an hour, that's probably good, yeah? There we go. Come on, baby. Go! Dude, is that uphill right there? The things are slowing way down. Okay, maybe they weren't. Maybe it just seemed like they were. I guess I could throw the other cars on the front of this one. Okay, yeah, this is how an idiot works a yard 101. I didn't really think this one through. It's okay, though. We're getting it done. We're getting it done. That's all that matters, is getting it done. You can get it done, and you can get it done right. We're just getting it done. We're doing option A. Option A. I could have cut these off as well in the process and thrown them on the back of there. I go ahead and slide on in there. It's actually pretty good too with the wood chip deals. I can throw that wood chip gun with the empty one that I already had sitting out there. So that actually works okay. That works okay. All right, let's go back forward with the main train. All right, we'll go ahead and throw some handbrakes. And she stopped. Good deal. Main thing is, I just want to get the number 4 here, medium Chungus, on the dang road. That is the game plan. All right, full independent. All right, we'll open that up. Yeah, I could have split those cars up in transit when I kicked them. $208 at Bryson. Yeah, baby. It'll be $4,000 by the time that thing gets to Alarka. Maybe not. Maybe not. Close. There we go. 3 mile an hour. Skadoosh. Perfect. All right, we'll go ahead and throw the handbrake on that. We'll open that up. Let's get out of Dodge. That's empty, so we'll go ahead and open these. Handbrake on that. A handbrake on that. Now we go. Cars in the front, cars on the back. All right, Freight House, Hardwoods, Robinson Cole, Ayla, and Bryson Cole. Finally, oh my God, I totally forgot about that. I ordered that that coal for the Cola Tower in Bryson. I swear, it feels like it's been 2 months ago. I mean, in game, it's only been probably 3 days, but it felt long. That's what she said. All right, we'll throw that switch. All right, we got to get this son of a biscuit eating brisket. Just pulled that one out of nowhere. Okay, we do have to stop at Ayla and throw that. We can throw that on route though, so that's no big deal. Let's get this puppy going. Needs to get out of here. Water. Water. We can get that in Bryson. She got plenty of water to get to Bryson. Plenty. All right. We'll just throw it in road, reverse, max speed. Jump scare. That's a mean whistle. Whistle. All right. Let me see. What can we do here? So we'll throw that switch like so, and it'll just stop there. Friggin' A, guys. Friggin' A. All right. Finally. Fine alley. Diagon alley. All right. Select that. Boom. Open up the throtty. We're going to sling this puppy on the back of that down there. Just so we don't have to like shuffle them around later. You know what I'm saying? And then what I'll do is just pull them both out. Woo, get on out of here, number 4. That the heaviest thing on the number 4 right now is that 182.5 ton coal gun on the back. What am I doing? Guys, what am I doing? What am I doing? These... Brother. Alright, are we... Yeah, Bro, I totally forgot those were... Yeah, we're gonna kick those. Freaking idiot. I totally forgot those were going back to the interchange. Okay. Yes, I am stupid. Alright, here we go. Push, old girl. That ought to do her. All right. There we go. All right, we don't want to go too crazy with that. What we're going to do is sling that one forward, come back, and then go back with the engine and get them both from the back side. I don't think all these will fit up here either on the number 2. On the number 2. Well, they might. Going mighty dang slow, that's for sure. All right, we'll go ahead and let number 3 roll on in the background there. Just a little bit further, just to get optimal speed. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room right here. So that's a pretty good amount going back to Silvas. That's it's like $1,000 string of cars right there, at least at the interchange. All right, shoot. Handbrake. I went too far. I guess I could shove those if need be. Hopefully not. You're going too far, bro. Too far. Yep, screwed that up. As to be expected. All right. Gotta work the lumber yard. See what we get paid with that. What else are we waiting on? I don't think there's anything else going on. This is the lumber train doing lumber things. All right, we'll throw that switch. We got the passenger train doing passenger things. All right, old Choo Choo Maroo gonna go that way. All right, come on. No, I did that backwards. Okay, did I do that right? I slowed down more than I wanted to. All right, we can go ahead and start backing the engine up. There we go. That sucker rolling on down. All right, that line is locked accordingly. We will throw the handbrake on that a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. We can push it. We just wanted it. We just wanted it, you know, in front of the engine without having to do too many moves. Had to sling that bad boy. All right, switch thrown. All right, we are properly lined. All right, I think that other coal gun is... Well, I guess it's not. I thought I had a handbrake tied on it. Maybe not. All right, just a little love tap. How we looking on water? 1,600 gallons? Yeah, we don't need to worry about it right now. I mean, we've gone by the tap like 72 times in the past 20 minutes, so probably be a great idea to go ahead and stop, but, you know, I do things ass backwards, so. All right, handbrake. All right, let's go work the lumber yard. We gotta let that equalize. All right, so who do we got here? Got them 2 wood chippers. Oh, wait, I'm not tied on. Idiot. Total idiot, bro. There we go. Now you may go. I can't go forward either. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, we do have room to get by up there. Hallelujahs. Jeez, the number 2's at Hemingway already. That thing is moving. Last stop, a Larky. Whole dang passenger run only took about 40 minutes, maybe? Get from there to there. All right, these are all... Oh, I do have one Stenzel. Schnikes. Schnikety, schniketies. Schnickety, schnicketies. We'll toss it in here, though. Yeah, we'll toss it in there. All right, number 4 arrived at Ayla. We're going to have to go down there and cut that Ayla car off for number 4 to continue on. Boom. All right, we'll let that puppy roll on. Roll on. Sure, look at that thing leaning, man. Holy shnikes, that thing was moving, dude. Okay. All right. Do we, yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We lined it. We lined that puppy up. All right. Now let's see if we can get this thing all the way down without running into the skellies. We got 350 ton because these are all empty pretty much, so we should be able to use the independent brake for sure. And I don't think we're gonna make it past that switch, guys. Shoot, shoot, ski badootski. Just making words up now. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that handbrake on there against better judgment. Just enough to do that yonder. All right, yonder we have done. Open that up, revoice. All right, we are golden potato chips. All right, we're definitely not going to be able to fit all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we got 8 boxcars and 2 Ghanies. Ghanies. Last time we had 7 boxcars, so we'll cut them right, chow. I'm gonna throw a little independent on it. Boom. Hit the handbrake on that. Let it roll down a little bit more. I got to keep an eye on it though. And we're going to kick these box cars forward. See what we get out of the sawmill. We got 3899 in the bonk. In the bonke. In el banco. Is that even rolling? Yes, it is. She indeedly is. Okay. We're going to kick these pups. Man, I got to watch saying stuff like that. Kick these pups. The YouTube algorithm probably picks it up. It's like, oh, he's hurting animals. All right, I'm worried about those boxcars. Okay, they're rolling slow. Come on, go. 8, 9, 10. 12, boom. Break. Throw that switch. Let the things roll on down to us. I think you could fit like, well, we had 7. Can we fit 8 in there? All right, you need to start slowing down, sir. Sir, you are being too hasty with your track speed. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Yep, those definitely hit the bumper. Okay, cool. Yep. All right, 272 with that timely. All right, let's see if we can get these in here. We're going to shove those as well. We should be able, what's this, 5 or 4? Cuatro. Handbrake. Release. There we go. We should be able to get all the way back there. Yeah. Come on, roll on down. Keep forgetting to open the doors, man. We should have done it before we left the yard in Silva. It's just an easy way to know, you know, without hitting the tab key if you're looking at empties, basically, versus loads. All right, so we're going to kick these and then throw the 2 Schultz sides. Should have plenty of room. Plenty. All right, yes, sir. $144 at a Larky. Hot diggity. So, yeah, we made $4,300 just in, you know, a small delivery, 4-car cut, anyway, in the passenger run. So, yeah, I mean, I do want to keep the passenger. It's easy money, you know, but I just don't want to have to worry about it as much. That's my thing. So, that's probably why we're going to be going with the RDC. Yeah, you know me, RDC. All right, will that fit, guys? Negative. That's a hard negative. 4 will not fit there. That's a big, fat negative. A very large negative, sir. All right, here we go. So we're going to kick these first. Kick them first. Ooh, you're going to need some water soon. Boom. Brake. Throttle. Alright, so the number 2 stopped because I have that switch thrown, like I said, just outside Robinson Gap. Which is perfecto. Perfecto. Alright, we'll let them get all the way on the loading dock. I definitely had to damage that one a little bit. Just because I let it roll on too much. Ooh, there we go. We can kick these too, guys. We ain't got to ride these all the way up. There we go. All right, that is Whittier done. $4,500. And handbrake. That's it. That is it. Whittier is done. You brake too soon, bro. You brake too soon. No, why you brake too soon? There we go. Now you may go forward. Jeez, bro. Calm down. All right, we're lined up there. We got that one Stenzel. Those are all going back. What we'll do with this old loosey-goosey is I'll grab that boxcar. We'll throw it on the front. I'm going to shove those skellies up the Y. And then we'll take this thing down into Whittier. There we go. A little too sassy on that coupling, but hey. I don't think we need coal. We will need water, though. All right, switch thrown. All right, so we're gonna shove these things up the Y. And then I guess take the number 3 on into Whittier, see if there's anything down there. There's probably a couple of cars at Stenzel in the fuel place. I know something's going to one of the house tracks. It's either Bryson or Ayla. I can't remember. I usually find the house tracks to be a pain in the ass, though. Skablamos, boy. There we go. All right, let's go. All right, let's go up here and throw the Y switch. Of course, you could use the map, but I do things backwards. You know, I get used to doing them a certain way, and then I just continue to do them that way. Usually it's the wrong way. And they unload them cars quick, man. 1, 2, 3, 4 unloaded already. Almost 5. Woo! All right, 25. We don't want to get too wild now. Don't want to get too wild now. Oh, please don't derail. Please don't derail. Like I'm playing Roller Coaster Tycoon for a second. Jeez, calm it down, man. And are they still going? Holy shit. All right, what we will do is throw the Stenzel box up there as well. We'll throw it up on that track. Are these two? No. One's empty and one's almost full. Dang, and them are both still being unloaded too. Yeah, so we'll just shoot this down like a so. I mean, it's already going 11 miles an hour. We'll do 15. Bye. All right, then we'll reverse back. Just keep riding that puppy past the switch. Probably could have gone a bit quicker. Yeah, clear that switch. Clear that switch. Throw it. We'll put it on the middle track. Yeah, no. Sometimes I gotta pass trains. Yeah, second thought. On second thought, maybe not. Flanges are singing, man. That thing's moving pretty quick, I guess. And break. All right. Sawmill is done. That didn't take too long. It's somewhat profitable. All right, switch thrown. Let's go, boy. Get on the horse. And then we'll just let this thing ride. We're not gonna ride it up in the up the mountain there. Gadoosh. All right, AE waypoint. Time to do your thing. Shoot, it is gonna need water. 1,500 gallons of water. We're gonna test it. We're going. This is a scientific episode, guys. This one is for science. 1,500 gallons of water. Can she do it? Can she do it? All right. Boom. Boom. All right. Get on out of here. All right. And then we do want to throw that switch back. Okay, so that's that for the number 3. The sawmill is done. We made, between the passenger train and the sawmill alone, made $1,000. Hell, I'll take it. We're down in Ayla. Got to kick one car now, so let's go ahead and start pulling. We'll get up to about 10 mile an hour and then pull the pin here. 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Go, baby, go. That should be enough. Now the switch is on this side. I believe it is. All right, we'll go ahead and hit the independent on the train. Throw the switch. Get the train prepared to back up. Ooh, that was tight. We got to back up because we had another car on the back of that one here. And so, yeah, that is going to the Colon Tower at Bryson. That'll fill that tower at least one time and be empty, I reckon. And then it's on to Bryson. We got to kick a couple cars, work a couple cars there. I believe, yeah, we got the number 3 up in Connelly. So we just going to hook up to this thing and let this thing run on down to Bryson and see what we got at Robinson. See if any more of those Colgons filled up. If they did not, we'll go ahead and try and run them down with the too fast Camelback. Too fast Camelback. Yep, doesn't make any sense. But okay, so we're, oh dang, we're not aired up on those front cars. Been doing that the whole dang time, man. All right, so we're gonna run this on out of here and get down to Bryson. Up at the coal mine, Robinson. Let's see what we've got going on here. There's definitely got to be a couple. Yeah. So there's 3. We'll leave them. It's probably going to take more time to load those. And I want to go ahead and get these out of here. So let's get old Camelback working. We're going to have to fill her up again once we get down there. But let's see if she can handle this down the grade manually. Out of Robinson. So here we go. Go down here and throw the switch. It's already thrown. Good deal. It's the only one we got to worry about here. I think she'll be able to handle it. If need be, we'll get on the back and throw some bows, throw some handbrakes on it if we need to. Where's the stirrup? I keep forgetting there's no dang stirrup on the back. Problematic. Alright, are we locked in line? Yes, we are. We've got nothing at Alarka currently because, well, we're not connected to Alarka yet. And I don't know if I'm going to. I do like the copper mines. All the other little businesses around Alarka. After working those in my initial playthrough, I'm not crazy about them, if I am honest. Not crazy about them at all. You know, maybe if we get some assets and buildings and stuff like that back in there, it'll make it a bit more pleasing to work back in there instead of just dirt and grass. But as of right now, if we do open up Alarka, which we probably will, you know, it ain't going to be... Nope, let's keep that brake applied. There we go. We're just going to do the copper, basically. All right, so this is 843 tons of coal. There we go. And the back is wide open as it does up in here, just so you don't get any cars running away from you, because they do be getting heavy. 843 tons, 425 feet. We're going to ride this baby down and see what happens. Hopefully nothing uneventful. We're now trapped inside the old Camelback. I got 9, just about 10% on the independent handbrake. Or handle, anyway, not the handbrake. We'll see how this sucker rolls. We do have a passenger train waiting down there, I believe. Should be out of the way. Let's check the map. Yep, she's out of the way. We'll go ahead and flick that switch. And we're good up through there. Alright, we're busting on about 11 miles an hour. You don't ideally want to go over 15, 20 is pushing it. She's already screaming and leaning. Got to take care of this coal customer because you want to keep this, you know, this customer happy, make maximum profits. 13 mile an hour. I see the CSA number 4 is below 20% water. Okay, she's there. So yeah, we can definitely get her topped up, which we'll do once we get this thing on the way. Just gonna do a little test run down here. All right, let's go ahead and start giving it some train brake. Release the independent over the bridge. A little bit more train brake. Release the independent. Holding at 19. A little bit more. Release independent. Yeah, she should be just fine. Just fine. Now, any more than this, then, yeah, I mean, it could be problematic. She's slowing down a good bit, though, with just a couple of pounds. We're going to have to go ahead and bail that off. And there's the old passenger train. All right, so let's get this thing back to Bryson to get the number 4 ready to get on out of here. So the Camelback is making its way up here to Bryson. So we got some stuff to do in Bryson. So let's go ahead and take care of that. The number 4 is getting low on agua. 1,900 gallons should be plenty. We're going to kick these first. Oh, let's see. Where are they going to go? We'll probably need this inside track here, so we'll go ahead and flip that. And then we'll flip that. I got the coal train coming to... How many tracks are here? 1, 2, 3. I think I got to come to like track 7 or 8. So that first one here should be okay. All right, let's go ahead and shove these. Work Bryson a little bit. Get the Appalachian Hardwoods and Freight House. Now the Freight House, that's the one that's over there, right? And then the team track is over there, I believe. Either way, we got to get these darn things out the way. So we'll get on the crew car or the caboose. There we go. Wrong direction. What do you know? All right, big girl, do that thing. There's a little incline right here, so we'll get up to about 15 and then kick them. There we go. Should do the trick. We'll watch them roll. Definitely want to throw that switch. All right. And then we'll throw that one for good measure. Then we'll go ahead and hit the handbrake on there. All right, so who do we got? So we got the coal. We could drag them all the way through. In the Colon Tower. So how are we going to do that? We got a one-man band here, guys. So I say, well, hold on a dang minute. I was going to say, we just sling that puppy in there. Ah, sweet. So yeah, there's no, I was thinking there was an empty there for a minute. So I was like, maybe that's not the best idea. All right, so let's go ahead and flick that. Flick that. That's open. Yeah, we're going to sling this bad girl in here. Actually, we'll run the train past here. Okay, so second switch before the coaling tower. Can we get this done? We're dang sure going to try. All right. Oh, shnikes. I did throw... Yes. Lovely. Very gracious. We getting on that chomp going back here. Okay. We don't want to go too fast because this thing's pretty heavy in its own right. And there is a gradual curve down there. And there's not going to be too much room to kind of mess with the handbrake. It's right there, so I can pop that manually if need be. We're doing 24. It feels like you're going so much slower when you have it zoomed in like I like to do. When you have the natural view like that, yeah, you're going a lot faster. All right, we'll go ahead and pop that. Try and get that out of the way. Go! All right, we'll go ahead and slow that down a little bit. Throttle off. Oh, shoot, the switch. The switch. I'm not going to be able to hit that. There we go. All right, brake on the train. Oh, dear Lord. Nope, 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 nope. Oh. Brake. Release, apply. Oh, shit. Oh, that was too spicy, folks. That was way too spicy. I definitely, yep, 97%. That thing is brand new, 3%, just like that. All right, but she's emptying though. Perfect, 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 perfect. All right. So we'll go ahead and throw these cars because the number 4's duties are pretty much done. We just got to get her filled up. So we're going to throw these cars down in the yard. We'll let the old little camelback take them back down yonder. Kick them straight back there. There we go. And then we're going to have to back in. Oh, I fell. Yeah, we're going to have to back in. We'll go ahead and throw that switch. Ride those down. Back in and go ahead and top off with some coal and water. She's running pretty low. Reverse. Independent. Hit that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Alright, how are we looking? We can go ahead and throw the handbrake on those. One ought to do it. They're empty. It'll take a minute to slow down, but it should be plenty. Don't want to go too wild. Oh, here comes old Camelback. Yay, yay. Get her done, little one. Hear that scream and whistle coming a mile away, man. As long as there's no other sounds anyway. All right, so she made it. What was it, like 900 tons just about? Oh. Pipe smack on that caboose. Went too far. She coming. And there it is. Boom. Get that water in. That thing takes forever to fill up too, man. Look at her go. God, that thing's going a bit fast in her in the yard, if I'd say. Choo! You gotta slow down for that switch there, bud. Alright, it slowed down pretty good. That's kind of the trouble with relying on AE stuff or you know, AI anyway, or auto, is you know, if the locomotive can't handle it, the braking properties, you know, may be an issue. I know it sounds backwards as hell what I'm trying to explain, but like if that, you know, if the weight would have been 5 times as greater, it would have taken a lot more to slow down. I don't know if the game somehow calculates that from a greater distance out. But yeah, we got everything pretty much done. It's only 9:15 in the morning. We got these loads going back. They're going to chill there and go back with anything else destined for Silva. But that is, what was it, day 14? Yeah, day 14 to day 15. And we made some pretty good money. So we got pretty much everything done. I did kind of luck out with the yard that was what was delivered at Silva and the interchange and all that. There wasn't too much going on there. We are going to have to wait some time. So I like to make sure everything is kind of where it needs to be before I do fast forward time. If I do fast forward time, I don't think I've got anything else going on. But as for this video, I think that's going to do it, guys. It's going to be day 14 in the morning. And then when we come back, we'll start here and work from here. And it'll be like mid-afternoon. And then hopefully, you know, we can see what we'll make money-wise and see if we can pay off that loan, because I do not want to be in debt when that interest occurs in 2 days. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully see you on the next one. Take care, folks.